We don't have anything about education. Now, I've said to you there were no schools. What is interesting about what literacy did exist in Galilee in Jesus' day is, when writing was taught, the only thing they were allowed to do was to learn to read the Torah. And that tended to limit their writing ability to a language that was no longer spoken. Hebrew wasn't spoken in Jesus' day. They used Aramaic. And so what it tended to do was to limit the educational possibilities for kids in that era. Moreover, Jesus comes from, you talk about a drinkwater little town. It's almost as bad as the town my wife grew up in. Nazareth probably had 150 people. It was just a little rural village, and there couldn't have been more than 2 or 3 people in that whole village who could read and write. So educational possibilities didn't really exist. We don't have any account of his early adulthood, his work career. There is a later Christian writing that said the family of Jesus made the yokes for oxen. In our Gospels, he's called a tekton. And we've translated that carpenter, but actually the word tekton just means a skilled craftsman. He could have been a metal worker, he could have been a stonemason, or all of the above. This one writing says his family made the yokes for oxen. It's possible that that's historical, we don't know. There is one thing that lends a certain plausibility to it. The yokes for oxen don't wear out real quickly. And if you're living in a tiny little village, you're not going to make a living making the yokes for oxen in that one little village. You're going to starve to death. That means you do a lot of trucking around. And in antiquity, anybody who trucked around was considered a social deviant, which, by the way, was exactly the reaction that Jesus got everywhere he went. So it's possible. Let's say it's plausible. We can't make a judgment about whether it's historical, but maybe that was his occupation.